Yeah.
I said a lot.
Pretty much. That's it. I feel like this was your chance.
I'm so sorry.
No, like I feel like it was like one of those things. Maybe you needed to talk about it.
Wow. Hello. Welcome back, guys. I don't even know anymore. So recently I was at something, a conference, and they were talking about how this generation, basically the rates of mental illness are increasing like this. Do you know what I mean? So the younger generation is suffering from mental health way more than we are, and we're suffering way more than older generations. Also, the younger people. You know what I mean?
I get you.
But basically the chat is the influences are increasing quite more because we have more access to technology and social media. And I think maybe we need to see where we stand personally. Given that there is a talk about my use of social media quite a lot in this relationship, you know, so I don't know let's see, basically mental health and social media use.
Yeah. I think, and I see this in my experience, that envy and jealousy is part of one of the biggest things that we're conditioned to have. It drives capitalism, to be honest. Like, we grow up in a capitalist society. We place our value, or we learn to place our value on the things we have and how we dress, and we express our identities on having things. Basically, my point is social media has become a platform for I actually don't want to say people make other people jealous. I feel like we put ourselves in a position to feel jealous by going into social media, because it triggers envy, where when you look at someone, feel like they have things, I don't have things, I must be doing something wrong. Given that we're all confused and we all don't know what we're doing.
Hey,
but like, the scary thing is I go into social media and I know my life is on track the way I feel like it should be, the way like the blessings that I asked for are happening, and you know, the lessons that are coming with it, and the challenges, I'm taking them head on and I'm moving at my pace. But I log into Instagram and all of a sudden I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Is it the fault of the person that's posting the video? No, because envy comes from me, and it's something that's hard to unlearn. So I think it affects self-esteem in that way, where you see someone doing something and immediately you want to be like them, and you neglect your own race and want to run someone else's race.
And I think
probably running someone else's race.
Awkward. And I think that can definitely speak to how anxious we have become as as young people. We've become so anxious because there's this rush, there's this pressure, you know, that we honestly put on ourselves to have achieved certain things by this time, because social media presents all these fronts of people that are doing great, and people must do great. People are doing great. It's not their fault. It's not our fault. It's not. No one is to blame. No one is to blame. But we can have a discussion about this some other time. But I feel like we are responsible for the impact of social media. Like we have the agency, we have power, we are solely responsible for managing how we feel about things. One way is to not even engage in a space like that, the more you stay in that space, I think the more it kind of drives itself. And when you're not getting sufficient support and help to dealing with, you know, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, then you kind of are at risk for a possible breakdown. But I also want to mention that the point on envy and jealousy is so interesting, because as I'm reading up a lot on my spirituality, I've come across basically this thing where it's like a, what do you call it?
Bar?
No, but like a spectrum, right?
Oh.
So a vibrational spectrum that places different kinds of emotions at a different place, and how those things can potentially, right, contribute to mental health. So negative states like envy, jealousy, hatred, are very low vibrations, and they are self-generating. So vibrations are self-generating, right? When things keep vibrating at a certain point, they kind of do that for a while. And so if your everyday practice is to generate envy for yourself because you're going into social media, imagine what that does to you over a period of a year. Do you know what I mean? You don't vibrate quite high. And I mean, this is just jargon that I'm using about vibrations and whatever, but generally you remain at that point if you're not mindful and cautious of how you consume social media. Exceptions, but perhaps still on the same tangent, is when you are being bullied on social media, and that kind of hits on other issues. But that too is a conversation we need to be having about why do we stay, you know, in that space, even when it's not friendly to us. And I mean,
it can be unpacked somehow.
It really can be unpacked, because I know when I'm not in a good space, generally when I'm in the lowest of lows, you'll find me on social media looking like I'm flourishing for absolutely no reason. Toxic, but I'm aware of it, and I think just maybe being called out here and there, even just starting to practice mindfulness about things that I'm doing, has helped me see that, man, there's a pattern that I do that when I'm not okay, my social media use kind of increases.
Yeah.
I said a lot.
Pretty much. That's it. I feel like this was your chance.
I'm so sorry.
No, like I feel like it was like one of those things. Maybe you needed to talk about it.
Wow.
I think we have agency. As much easy as it sounds, it's actually complicated, because we can trace it back to when we were kids, something happening, and the need for validation and the need for affirmation to feel good about other things, you know.
Let us know what you think. It's such a weird space. I feel weird because I'm like, whoa, what are we actually saying? Let us know what you think. Thank you so much for tuning in. We truly enjoy and appreciate the love that you show us.
You sound like SABC one.
Stop it.
Truly enjoy and appreciate you.
And that's it for this video. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Why are you like this?
Sound like a presenter. Truly appreciate it.